Alright, so this happened. I guess this is the new Spider-Man dude. His name is Andrew Garfield, and that's his beard. I mean, his woman on the side, Emma Stone. And there was a press conference. I guess they're overseas. I don't know. And a little boy asked Spidey, "How did Spider-Man get his costume?" And he was responding, but got really weird when he started talking about feminine and masculine. But anyways, he told the little boy, yeah, he made it with his bare hands. It's a feminine thing to do, but he made something masculine out of it. And apparently his woman didn't like his response, even though the question was directed to him and not her. And she's on the panel with him to answer questions. I didn't think she's supposed to ask the other stars questions, but I didn't know it worked like that. I just didn't think so. But she didn't like his answer. But my biggest issue with this is, regardless if I know the left, they want to blend gender. They don't think there's no difference between men and women and all that nonsense. But what gives her the right or the balls, the audacity to challenge him like that publicly, for one? But why can't he have that opinion? Like, why is it that if that is his opinion, that sewing is something inherently feminine, why does he need to be corrected or challenged on that? And I was reading the comments, and all these people were saying that it shouldn't be a news story, which is agreed, because it's like on the front page of the Huff Post, but it's the Muffington Post. Come on. But they're all saying, like, yeah, I'm glad she checked him. She checked his sexism. Male honesty always turns into misogyny. But it's crazy how, the man answers a question. He was better off sticking to what he was saying at first instead of, going with the we're all feminine and yada yada yada. But check out what happened here.
How did Spider-Man get his costume?
He made it. He made it with his bare hands. He sewed it. He took some sewing classes and some needlework, some needlepoint classes, and it's kind of a feminine thing to do, but he really kind of made a very masculine costume out of a very feminine.
It's feminine how?
Feminine in the sense is. Wait, no, it's amazing how you took that as an insult.
No, I'm not taking it as an insult. I'm asking how it's feminine.
It's feminine because I would say that femininity is about more delicacy and precision and detail work and craftsmanship. Like my mother, she's an amazing craftsman. She in fact made my first Spider-Man costume when I was 3. So I use it as a compliment to compliment the feminine, not just in women but in men as well. We all have feminine in us, young men.
Not me.
Don't hug.
I'm extremely macho. I've never done anything feminine.
It's hilarious because if you Google, like, the story or their name, like, all over, well, I'm using Bing right now, but every article says this, just like this, says Emma Stone calls out Andrew Garfield's casual sexism in the most perfect way or whatever. But it's making him look like a punk, really. But this is the article that actually came on with this nonsense. Title of the article is Emma Stone calls out Andrew Garfield's casual sexism in the most perfect way. It says Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield are not only one of Hollywood's most adorable couples, but they also have a sort of relationship where they call each other out on their BS. I don't think, whatever. And this is exactly what she did. So she called him out. I thought this was about promoting a movie, not some fembot, liberal, gender, or, what gender is nonsense. It's crazy. Garfield made a misguided, that's your opinion, he made a misguided comment about femininity during a Q&A session promoting The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Oh, that's what this was about, promoting a movie that kids are going to go watch. Alright. After the little boy asked Spider-Man how he got his costume, Garfield said he made it with his bare hands. He sewed it, kind of a feminine thing to do, but he really made it very masculine costume. Instead of letting the comment, which assumes that there is something fundamentally female about sewing, I don't think the comment assumes anything. That's your opinion, again. And doing such a girly thing must be qualified with doing such a girly thing must be qualified with a masculine outcome. slide. Stone turned in the Q&A panel into a important teachable moment by, first of all, interrupting him, which the question wasn't meant for her. But it says she stopped her boyfriend and asked, "It's feminine how?" When she pressed Garfield to explain himself, while she pressed him, she made him answer her question. He ended up acknowledging to the audience that we all have femininity in us, young men. Whoa, now that's when Mr. Garfield lost me. What the freak is you talking about? You were better off sticking to what you were saying in the beginning. Bold and incredible exchange of gifts. Alright, so that was just it. It says, that was it. Dumb article. Pointless news story, but it made the news and it's a headline topic. Why? Is this how it is out there in the streets for young dudes, man, and out there in the world still, or in college and all that? Like, everything you say or do is policed by some chick. Like, that's my bigger issue. Is again, I know leftists want to redefine gender and they want to blur the lines as much as they possibly can. That's their motive and their goal, whatever. But the fact that she feels comfortable and open to question that man like that, like, why are you questioning him? Even if you disagree, that's his opinion. But as if they're saying his statements were misguided and he assumes that sewing is inherently female or feminine. I remember I was in grammar school, 7th grade. We did the home ec in the shop. What would you know that we sewed and we cooked? Now, cooking, I was raised by my grandmother, so I did that, and that was an issue for me. But I found it way more fulfilling being in the shop and with hammers and nails and saws and building things, as most did all the other boys. Not saying that there weren't girls who tried to prove themselves, and they purposely probably sucked at the cooking and all that. But in reality, how many of the boys you think went back to sewing, and how many girls you think went back to building things with their hands? Not very many. That ain't even the issue, though. It is something inherently feminine about sewing. Think about this. There are some girls who know how to change oils and change tires because their father taught them how to do that just in case. You're taught these things just in case, just like men should have been taught by their mothers or dads how to cook just in case you have to do it for yourself. Yet, most men that I know who know how to sew, especially the ones who've been in the military, they're not sewing their kids' clothes or uniforms or anything, or their own clothes. They know how to do it, but their wives generally do that. Just like the female who has a husband or whatever, she knows how to change the oil, she knows how to change the tires, but she still lets her husband do it. It's not a big issue. We know that leftists, feminists, and atheists refer to nature as social constructs. But it's just nature. There's nothing wrong with that. Stop trying to correct that man. Emma, get that man his balls back. Confusing the hell out of this little boy. He just asked a damn simple question. Why you had to get all women's lib 101? Damn.